Let's try this again. Happy spring. It's a Sunday. And I'm about ready to rant. I'm going to start off by saying I'm sorry. Wholeheartedly. I am sorry to MAGA. I am sorry to the right. I'm sorry to Christian friends, family, and anybody involved in church. You're warned. Back, I'll even say 10 years ago, that this is the man. You were warned that this guy has no understanding about what the average American has to go through. He's a golden boy, raised in a penthouse and on golf courses. He lacks the judgment, character, and understanding of what a person making 10, 20, 50, 100, 500,000 has to deal with on a daily basis. He's been this way the whole time. Nothing's going to change. This administration, and I said it before, is the best administration money could buy. Corporate poured bucks into it. Republican poured bucks, mega Republican, because this is no Republican Party. It's been morphed and twisted. They poured bucks into getting that vote. And when they knew that the man couldn't be accounted for after doing January 6th, they knew they had the public's opinion in their pocket, and they could start doing anything they probably wanted to do. I'm sorry. We are going to be going, this is just year one. The Trump family has made billions. On paper, actually, the paper trail is there. He has made billions off of this administration. Okay? Anytime that you would have had the idea of a politician padding their portfolio, pales in comparison to what's going on right now. But that's a different subject. I'm sorry. And what am I sorry for? That we were duped, or that you were duped. Little by little, incident by incident, you're coming around to realizing who he really is. Okay? I'm not really sure where your line is. Only you can decide that. What is your line that he would cross, that you would finally go, okay, crap. It's just a breaking down of pride. It's a breaking down of, it's being humble. And believing in those values that you hold true. The crystallized version of your values that you hold true. You're following someone who is not only being used and manipulated, he's going to do the same thing to the American public. What Giuliani did to the election workers, which was totally wrong, and he knew it, blasphemous at the very least, racial at the very least, that pales in comparison to what he's doing. He's saying it's fine for a grandma to be doing DoorDash to make money for her husband's cancer rather than fixing the goddamn problem about health care and why a grandma has to go out and get a job. Look at your grandma, look at your grandpa, look at anybody elderly in your family, and next time they complain about gas prices, or they complain about anything of that nature of living, normal life, turn around and tell them, well, why don't you go out and DoorDash? Why don't you get a job? Tell them that at 70 years old, 80 years old. Go for it. See how that flies. If you can't see the writing on the wall, you truly have blinders on. I am very, very sorry about that. And I'm very sorry because I know this is going to go on, could go on for another 3 years. If he's already made $2 billion for the Trump family in 1 year's time, how is this going to make America great? I don't see the infrastructure being built. I don't see roadways being fortified. I don't see any measures going in through Congress that are going to say that. It's it's delusional. For whatever reason. Because I know that there's people behind the scenes that no one knows about, pulling strings. Okay? The idea that he's doing this AI thing in these pictures of him and Jesus alone, it just doesn't fly. Not if any of you tried to ever do an AI picture. Okay? I just don't see him have the mental clarity to do that. None of the things that are supposed to be being worked on are being worked on, and if they are totally off base. Okay? 10 years ago, even the past 4 years ago, when they turned around and said that the whole trans issue, trans, gay, and all that was such a huge issue, you realize how many of the population that really, involves? A very small population. Very small sliver, at best, of the demographic. You realize that on the immigration, if the money that was poured into immigration that we've seen was actually poured in to fortify the borders, to fortify the airports, to turn around and really make a difference in how people come and go, smoothly, mind you, it can be done. But to really make an issue or make a difference in how that's done, it would hold. And over the course of a small period of time, anybody that is bad or is doing something nefarious, they would be caught. Because you've got basically locked them in. They have no choice but to be compliant. But instead, it turns around and runs a Gestapo thing and run around door to door picking up people. Which, not only outside of the civil rights, is not going to hold past another 2 or 3 years when the next administration comes in. I'm not sure where the mindset was that slowly groomed the right, slowly groomed the Republican mind that this was an okay thing. But I'll go back full circle to what I said at the very beginning of this. I'm sorry. I'm very, very sorry. And eventually you're going to understand. If you think that I'm off base, you will understand. And if you have a moral fiber inside your body, you will understand eventually. I don't know what line, again, I don't know what line he has to cross for all of a sudden you to be humble, mind you, and go, God, maybe this wasn't the smartest choice. This is not a time for pride. Okay? That's his market. And when the guy turns around and says that your grandma should be working, or your parents that may be elderly should be working, things like that. He has no filter. His professionalism is definitely slipping as he gets older, as do all of us. As do all of us. Except his comes with the background of not knowing what it takes to live in a household in America. He has no concept about what it means to put food on the table. He's had it catered to him. He has no concept about how much it takes to put gas in the tank so you can go to work. He's never pumped his own gas or drove his own car. He's had a chauffeur. He has no, he's lived a country club, I'll say it again, penthouse lifestyle all his life. So what makes you think that he understands when all of a sudden you have to switch your insurance company because maybe they're charging too much? Or what makes you think he understands when your car breaks down and all of a sudden you're faced with a huge garage bill that he totally understands that. Buying a car or buying a house to him is like buying a stick of gum. Okay? It's like buying candy. It's like going to McDonald's, at the very least. I'm sorry. I really am sorry that you guys fell into this. And we will have this going on for however long it takes. But I just ask that use that fiber that made you think that you are a Republican. Use that fiber that made you think you are a Christian, right? And relook at his situation. Okay? They made you think. They made you believe that he's writing a prayer. That he's an answer. They made you think that by, once again, the best marketing that money could buy. And it's been groomed. But he's also walking away right now with $2 billion on paper, visible, trackable, and growing since he's been in office. There's my 15 minutes of talking to you. And I'll say my last thing. I'm sorry. I really am sorry that you think this is all okay. Okay? Got nothing but love for you. Have a great day.